This is the future.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. So first up, we're going to open this one with the Batman Catman pip in what I believe would be a far better pip with the God Killer against Black Adam, but it might not be the case. So as I said, the main problem with God Killer is re-engaging a combo after using a special, and something that I really did not think about, I don't know why I didn't think about this, but I didn't, is following the specials with a jump attack and into a combo, because Catman is able to chain a full combo from a jump attack, and that is something that I did not think about, and somebody pointed that out to me, and they actually pointed it before this fight was played, but since I'm lazy I didn't even check their Discord message until I have already played this fight, and boy, that continuation of the combo with the jump attack is something that will come in handy for some fights when using God Killer, and I can't wait to get into those, but that's a talk for another video. But yeah, over here, after using special, you could have easily done a jump attack instead of either trying to combo interrupt or either trying to hit him right as he gets up. The jump attack into a combo would have been far more efficient, but nevertheless, we're going to go with this. Again, the God Killer gives you quite a decent amount of damage against this dude, because it steals a percentage of the opponent's attack, and considering the crazy low values we got so far on the God Killer in terms of its damage dealing capacities, I just believe that it doesn't work as intended. But this fight really makes me believe, as I said previously, that it might actually work as intended. It's just that usually the bosses that we fight have far less attack than we expect. But yeah, that's some crazy high damage for this account, especially considering the passive stats that we get from artifacts, because in this one we only have a level 1 chakra and a level 3 chakra. They're going to be on Robin and Grods. Those are going to be our only sources of additional passive attack. The God Killer passive attack, as you know, doesn't work in Sword, and considering those things, it's gonna be some quite decent numbers over here, far better than what we got previously with the All Blades, for example. Going up for another special train there, 1.5 mil, that's quite a decent amount, considering that the artifact that we're using is not specific for this already, and that's quite something. Re-engage the combo, swipe down, and re-engage the combo again. We're going to finish it with a special train there. There we go. Sadly, that did not crit, and in this video, yet again, I was not fully aware of the possibility of doing a jump. I mean, I am aware of the possibility of doing a jump attack, and usually the only thing that can stop that is a block, which is not available for this dude at this point, so it should be a no-brainer, but sometimes my brain is acting up, is not working as it should. But yeah, I opted to combo interrupt him after doing a special, and that worked fine, but again, the jump attack is gonna be far better. Over there, somehow he got rid of the block cancelling. I guess we got crazy unlucky and didn't inflict any. But yeah, that's it for the Batman Catman pip, and to be honest, it did slightly better than last time. It did slightly better than the video yesterday. 84 mil, I don't quite remember how much that was. This might actually be lower amounts of value, but in terms of gameplay, I guess it did slightly better. But getting into the Catman's Aquaman fight, we're going to fight here Dr. Fate. Pretty much Catman's Aquaman, as I said, can fight anything, so we're just throwing him at the highest health target to take full advantage of his percentage. Damage on special tree. And yeah, at the start of the fight when you're using King, almost no matter where you're using it, you want to tag in and out at the start as much as possible and use special 2s as much as possible. But do not fear transitioning into a special tree as soon as you have enough energy for that. You just need to stack your passive once each time we tag in, and at the same time tag in and out often to get the All Blade stacks. So every single time you tag in, you should do either a special 3 or a special 2 depending on what your power is going to allow you. But you should kind of stay away from doing special 2s after you're already at full stacks, because at that point they're kind of pointless. Another special 2 in there, and we're already at full stacks with 2 minutes left of the fight. Dr. Fate gonna tank that. Influence Aquaman back in there. Special 3 in there. I could have gone for a super move, but I think at this point I was like, let's wait for a little bit of a hard combo before we actually do a super move. King back in there. Another special tree. No, that's not it. I actually forgot about the super move. Or maybe I wanted to tag Shazam to tank this, to just get this out of the way. But yeah, it's kind of weird that I didn't use super move there, to be honest. And I used it here on a far lower combo. A little bit of a misplaced Sigvolt. You had far better spots for that super move. A little bit disappointed in you, Sigvolt. What are you doing? Yeah, re-engage the combo. Dr. Fate back in there. Again, we have the level 3 chakra and the level 1 chakra that I talked about previously. And all blades on Camouflage Aquaman that admittedly has some additional damage on special tree on it. And that tends to be epic. So that's gonna help out with damage. Dr. Fate getting quite battered over here. So he's not doing well. Shazam is not doing great either. But we're not gonna heal. I do have the option of healing with Shazam's special tree. That's gonna heal all my team. But if I do that, that's gonna be power we're not using to deal damage, and I'm not gonna do that. We either do this without dying or die. There's two ways around it. There is no heals when you're trying to deal damage, and that's what we're going for. Shazam back in here. Thankfully he didn't trigger a free special tree because that would have wasted some time of the fights. Dr. Fate back in there, swipe down, backing off a few times. I'm gonna even not tag Shazam from this point on because I don't want him to trigger free heal. As I said, we either manage to go all the way until the end of the fight or we die trying. I use a special one with Shazam here to start a little bit of an infinite combo. King back in there. Into another special tree. There we go. Re-engage the combo. Another special tree. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, and I think overall it was a successful enough Camouflage Aquaman fight. We even got special 2 at the end, which was a decent above 1 mil damage. So yeah. Now for the next team, we're playing Collector vs Superman again. And again, I really don't like playing this dude, but I'm really trying to make him work because I understand that for some of you guys, this will be the best thing to use Brainiac because you are not gonna have access to Black Manta. So this is kind of the most optimal scenario I found for him if you're using him with all blades. Again, he will benefit far more from a full Soul Raid artifact build where he doesn't really have to tag in and out to stack all blades, but that's not gonna be a reality for most of you, and it is not for me on this account. So the most optimal way to play this that I kind of found out is to put a combo builder in there because he's gonna need to tag in and out, and Brainiac is not gonna be a great combo builder, and after he's done with all the special ones, there's not much of a point in tagging Brainiac in, and you're kind of risking losing all the buffs by tagging him in. And I mean, if you have him built as a tank, it's not gonna be a problem, but on this account I have him built as a nothing so far. He's just got some lethal, so he's not gonna do well if he takes damage. Backing off at 8 stacks. Special one again. Backing off again. Special one again, we're gonna also heal a bit. There we go, we're done with Brainiac. We're done with Brainiac. Superman back in there, special tree. And we're going to tag in Flash from a block there. Maybe I should have, using God Killer would be nice in this fight specifically, because this guy is not combo interruptible, so we're not gonna have the optimal scenario where we can combo interrupt with Flash. But yeah, that was some nice 3.2 mil damage there. And we also keep the combo, that's gonna be one of his strengths though. This is, and 4 mil damage, yet again, that's some quite heavy damage over there. But sadly, my Collector vs Superman, I'll show the build on the character at the end, is just 3 stars, so the passive is not gonna activate every single time. And he's also not max level, so that special tree will not be at peak performance. Another special tree in there. There we go. And another problem with this is that his special tree is kind of the way that Solar Banshee's special tree is. It's slightly better because it has 2 instances of damage, but it's gonna be still a big chunk of damage that really depends on crit and lethal. And if that doesn't happen, you're going to have a far rougher time. Use the super move there. I mean, I could have used that earlier, but that was kind of one of the few times I felt comfortable doing that in this fight. We messed up a bit here, gonna take some damage, but that's fine. Flashback in. Yeah, I think we could have gotten far more damage if the enemy was combo interruptible, because we could have stacked Brainiac faster, we could have had a far more smooth gameplay towards the end. Yeah, the damage is definitely there. Again, we have the level 3 chakra and the level 1 chakra on the other characters, and the level 10 all blades on this dude. And I'm quite pleased with the amount of damage he does, but I really don't like the flow of the gameplay. Maybe as he gets to a higher star rating and he gets like his passives maxed out, I'll start to appreciate him more, but I don't know. But yeah, it kind of works, okay? It can be worth using. Over there, he did most likely more than my Multiverse team or my Black Adam team would have done. So, as a replacement for something, it's definitely gonna be useful, and he'll only get better with a higher star rating and all the gears, because I'm currently having only 3 gears. But as I said, I will go over the build that I'm currently using towards the end of this video. I mean, exactly at the end, to be honest, if I think about it. Now, back with the Flash fights here. I'm using the God Killer Infinite combo over here mainly, and yeah, the thing is, as I said, we could rely on the special 2 stun to continue the combo in this scenario, but we can't really, because this dude is going to resist it a lot of times, because it's a percentage chance stun, and those are always terrible. And I asked in the comments of the last video how percentage chance stuns work, and they said, well, it's the percentage on the stun minus the enemy's resistance. And I'm like, bro, the percentage of this dude's special 2 is through the roof at this point. Dr. Fate would have to have something like 40% resistance to have any chance to resist it. So it's definitely a little bit weird. But yeah, resisting it again. And every single time he resists it, it's gonna lead to some unoptimal gameplay on our side. But I'm very happy that we got the God Killer because of Flash. Like, Flash is gonna be a character that doesn't really make great use of the All Blades, and at the same time is going to heavily struggle in fights where the enemy is not combo interruptible, and him being able to do an infinite combo is going to actually be amazing for him in scenarios like this. And it's actually going to make him far more viable in far more situations. So I'm just happy about that. There you go, lads. Just like team just getting better with each update. Yeah, the God Killer is not gonna be obviously the most optimal thing in terms of damage, but it's gonna be the most optimal thing in terms of smoothness of gameplay. And I mean, if you don't have many other alternatives, it's also gonna be the most, the most optimal one in terms of damage, I guess. I find it slightly more difficult than other particular fights to do the infinite combo with this dude with the back of all blocking. Like, I think the easiest one to do is like Dr. Fate's one. They all function the same, just to be clear on that one. They all function the same, but this dude seems to be somewhere in the middle in terms of the smoothness of doing that combo, and Dr. Fate would be like the most smooth, or Robin would be more smooth, and then we would have Grodd, which is the least favorite one. But yeah, he died here. I guess we didn't do that fast enough or something, and I also revived him, getting him back in there for a few more hits. And yeah, that's about it for the Just League team. And again, without the God Killer, I don't think I would have gotten anywhere close to this amount of damage, so I'm quite happy with it. I'm quite happy with it. 40 mil. And yet again, in this team in particular, I mean, the Just League team, the thing that I forgot, or I didn't have in mind while playing it, was since we got the God Killer, we could have used a special tree and then used a jump attack afterwards, and maybe started the infinite combo again from a jump attack. I think that might have worked. Not 100% sure if Flash is Just League Flash is one of the characters that can continue a combo from a jump attack. I'm pretty sure he is though not 100%. I'm pretty sure he is one of those. Maybe we could have done something else. Now for the next fight, we're going to use Entangling Poison Ivy with Harley Quinn and Power Girl this time. You've seen this team plenty of times over the past couple of days. We had an Atrocitus in there, we had a Joker in there, and none of them really pulled... I mean, they pulled a decent amount of damage, but I just had the feeling that it could be better, and for once I was like, okay, let's give them Power Girl. Like, screw Sword Banshee, let's give them Power Girl, and we'll see how that goes. And I started with super moves on both characters. Not sure how worth it was on EPI, but EPI is also gonna deal a decent amount of damage in this fight in particular. EPI back in there. We're going to take super move to the face, but that's totally fine. She's gonna be able to tank it. She's a beefy girl. EPI back in there. Also blocking for a second, so we get the optimal stun duration on Harley's tagging. Re-engage the combo, 3 hits, mid-combo tagging, let's go. Blocking a bit, special 3, let's go. Harley back in there, swipe right, tap 2 times, swipe right. Tap 1, 2, 3, EPI, swipe right, tap 1, 2, 3, block. And we're gonna do a special 3 again. There we go, re-engage the combo. Bro, I'm like checking Discord because I was supposed to do a little bit of a podcast with Mirza like an hour ago, and he was like, I'm doing something right now, it might be a little late. You're an hour late so far, my dude. You're an hour late. But yeah, nevertheless, at least I got to working on the videos and editing them, so that's fine. Our special tree in there, Harley back in. And the big advantage of this team over a team that would have Joker or Justice League Flash in it or something like that is that it gives us power generation. Again, a Sword of Salvation would have fixed it. If we had Sword of Salvation on Harley, we wouldn't have had any problems and we could have put any character we wanted on the third spot. But this Power Gun in here has allowed us to start the optimal combo from the very start of the match. Again, I still think the Supreme 1 API was a waste. But we were able to do the stun combo without any useless taggings from the start of the match and had enough power to keep it up. That's the main strength of Power Gun in this team, but again, we kind of sacrificed our Banshee for that. And then I tried a weird tip that I failed, so I did not include that in this video. But yeah, with that being said, let's actually get into the state of Collector over Superman and how built he is, that he dealt that much damage. Okay, so this is the current state of my Collector over Superman. As you can see, he's just 3 stars, and he's missing 1 gear. And we're gonna kind of supplement this crit damage here because we had Multiverse Flash in there and he gives crit damage to any character, not only Multiverse characters. And also this is not gonna be very high level. I mean 64 is decent. Or his abilities are also 64, so this is what we have to work with. Obviously, there's far more potential on this dude as you get more and more shards, but again, Black Manta is always going to be the better choice, so use Black Manta if you have him, but if not, you can kind of do this with this dude. So with this build, I'm going with crit chance, crit damage, fast attack chance, and all the rest into attack. And yeah, that's about it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.